Hi, this is Carl Leopson at the University of Arizona, Associate Professor, and I'm going to show you how to do a quick split middle trend analysis on single subject research data. We're going to use an article from the 1998 Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis, Treatment of Sleep Problems in a Toddler, Replication of Faded Bedtime, with Response Cost Protocol by Rosemary Ash and Stephanie Peck. Let's roll down to the graph. Let's first take a look at the baseline. Split middle trend analysis is really kind of down and dirty. A lot of analysis, visual analysis, is that way. First thing we do to do an analysis of the trend in the baseline, we choose a phase, we're going to start with the baseline, is we have to divide the data into two halves. In short, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with the approximate level of the data in each half and then draw a trend line that connects those halves. It's kind of hard with this data initially to tell where it's going in baseline, and that's what the split middle is for. Let's see how many data points we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that means we're going to draw a line through the 6th data point and end up with 5 data points on each side, an equal number of data points. So let's draw that line right here. Oops, wrong marker. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the approximate level of each half of our data within this baseline phase. And we do that by going to the mid-rate, mid-date. So for the mid-date, if we look across the x-axis, those are the dates of the sessions. So we're going to go mid-session here. So we're going to find the middle data point. So there are 5 data points. So we mark through the 3rd data point on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 3rd data point on this side. Now we're going to go for the mid-rate. The rate is on the y-axis. And we're going to count up from the bottom or down from the top. We go from either side and find the middle data point. So 1, 2, first this is the lowest, next lowest, and then about right here. So this is our approximate level in the first half of the data. We'll go on this side, start from the bottom, lowest, and next. So about here, here's our approximate level. For the second half, we draw a line to connect those points. And what do we find? We find that if we stretch this out, we've got approximately a trend that we might say is accelerating. And then we also have to consider if it's in a direction that's appropriate or inappropriate for this study. And in this case, it's in a contratherapeutic direction. Or you might use a different term based on what field you work in. But this baseline trend could be considered to be accelerating and contratherapeutic. This is something you want to do not only when you are analyzing a study that you see in the literature, but when you're conducting your own study. If you're running your baseline, you don't want to start into your study, into your intervention, unless the data is moving in a contratherapeutic direction, or at least a level direction. Then they might call that a zero accelerating trend. Let's try once more with the second phase. the first intervention phase. How many data points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this case, we have an even number of data points. So we need to divide those data points right here. So we have 4 on either side. Let's find the mid date. 1, 2, 3, 4. Between the second and third data point, about there. And then between the second and third data point on this side. Now the mid rate. I'm going to count up. 1, 2. It's going to be between the second and third data points here. And between the second and third data points here. Whoops, no it's not. That's interesting. Let's back that one up. Actually, we go from the bottom 1, 2, it's going to be here. Well, that's interesting. So what we end up with, if we connect these two, is we have a trend that we might say is decelerating and therapeutic. I'll let you play with the next two, and I'll bring you another video on another issue related to visual analysis of single subject graphic data.